In today's episode of I Might Make Some People Mad and I Kind of Don't Care, let's talk about how homeschooling is for everyone, but not everyone is for homeschool. Welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna, and if you are new here, we're a homeschooling family of 4. We're in our 9th year of homeschooling, and today I want to talk to you about how homeschool is for everyone, but that not everyone is for homeschool. Before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. This will not be my first foray into a video that very likely will make at least some people uncomfortable, especially later if I share snippets of it without the complete and entire context of a 8 to 10 minute video. People will get fussy. People will get angry. People in the past have been mad at me when I will say things about how sometimes you shouldn't homeschool, because not everyone should homeschool. I'm sorry if that makes you unhappy, and I do view it as a privilege, and I know there are many of you out there who take a great offense to that, but I will do my best to link the video on my explanation of that up in the corner. But not everyone should homeschool. Homeschool is not for everyone. Homeschool is for everyone, but not everyone is for homeschool. And I want to expand on what that means. So if you have ever wondered if homeschool could be a good fit for your family, this is likely the video for you. First and foremost, what I mean by everyone. I mean every family and every learner, everywhere, in every aspect in which they need to learn best. Homeschool is for everyone, because homeschool is something that you can tailor. It's absolutely glorious. Homeschool, for me, is something that you can tailor make an education for your learner. And that is amazing. We can deep dive any interest. We can teach them in the ways that they learn best. We can accommodate them where they are if they have any amount of anything that needs accommodating. And it is glorious because it is entirely flexible and bendy, and it is simply just learning. And learning can happen anywhere, any place, with any amount of resources. And it is an amazing, wonderful thing that it is an absolutely true gift that we can give to our children. Homeschooling is for everyone. Any need that you have, homeschooling can answer that need for you. Whatever it is, homeschool can be that for you, for your family, for your learner, for your home, for your circumstances, for your location, for your situation. Homeschool can be that for you. But not everyone is for homeschool, okay? There are situations where homeschooling is not going to be what is serving your learner best or your home best. And I know that there are so many people out there who will tell me that they do not have a choice to homeschool. And I am sorry that you feel that way. I truly am. I am truly sorry that so many of our educational models have been locked into walls and parameters that don't allow them to best serve every learner. But I do understand on a mass educational approach that it is impossible to give the tailor-made and the flexibility and everything that homeschool is to every learner. Homeschooling is for everyone, but not everyone is for homeschool. I know that you're going to be unhappy, and I don't mean to offend. I genuinely don't. But there are some families who genuinely do not have the capacity to homeschool. And whether, yes, it is legal in all 50 states. And this is where a lot of fuss, I think, comes back to me on privilege, because I will say that I believe homeschool is a privilege, because I do believe that homeschool is a privilege, because I believe that the families who are able to make the decisions to pursue this path, whatever circumstance led you to this path, whatever circumstance led you to having to make this decision, you have the capacity for the decision to choose this way of life. And whether, I'm not saying that doesn't mean you don't have hardship along the way. I am not saying that you don't feel like it is the only path for you. I am simply meaning you have the capacity to make the decision to choose this way of life for you and for your learner. Because of that, I very much believe that is a privilege, but again, that's a topic we've hashed out in another video. Homeschooling is for everyone, but not everyone is for homeschool. It is quite possible that your family does not have the capacity. If you are a single parent who absolutely has to work 20 hours a day, 7 days a week to feed your family, and your learner is not somebody who will have physical eyes on them childcare, will not have access to meals or a roof over your head, if you are deciding to homeschool, I do not believe that your family has the capacity to homeschool. And that's not my decision to make. That's your decision to make. But in that respect, I'm going to tell you, this is one of those places where maybe every family isn't for homeschool. If it is impossible for you to homeschool based on socioeconomic factors that are in or out of your control, it may not be that your family has the capacity to homeschool. And not that there's not a program that could fit you or suit you or situations that could help you. I am just saying that it is possible that your family may not have the capacity to homeschool. You may be in a season of life where homeschool is not for you. You may be in a season of life where there are extenuating circumstances, a death, an illness, an eviction, a job loss, something that in this season of life means that homeschool is not the best choice for you or your learner. You may not be willing to make the sacrifices, the choices, the determinations that would put you in a place where you are for homeschool. There are a lot of people who will say, and I know if you're a homeschool parent, you've heard this, I could never, I don't have the patience, can't imagine being with my children that much. Whatever it is, you may not be willing to adapt to make this the lifestyle that is right for you. So while homeschooling is for every family and every learner, it may not be that every family or every learner is made for homeschooling. And that is okay. The biggest thing that I ever want you to take away from any of my videos, one, I am not an expert and I never claim to be. Two, it is okay to change your mind. So whether you do set this aside for a season or pick it up for a season, it is okay if it doesn't work for you. The biggest thing that I ever want you to do is figure out what is best in service to your learner and to your home. And while there is a homeschool program out there for you, in whatever way you're all going to show up, if you're not all going to show up, then homeschooling isn't for you. If you can't stay accountable, if you can't follow through, if you can't organize or plan or source or fund meals, it just may not be for you in this season of life. And I'm not saying don't try it. I'm not saying don't try to figure out a way to make it happen. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. I only ever want you to consider what I say. There are many of you out there who I feel like might get mad at this. There are many of you out there who have told me you are mad at this stance in the past, and that's okay. We don't have to agree. I never mean any harm by what I come here and say, but I do mean to give you honest feedback, a thoughtful approach, and maybe just say something that you hadn't considered. My goal in my homeschool is always going to be in service to my learners, and my goal by coming here to share is to be in service to your learners, not necessarily to you. So while I hope everything is great and wonderful and we can get along and you come here and you enjoy what I share and we can have great rapport and all of those things, I mostly want to come here and share my experience along the way because I have done this a little while so that you can give your learner the best experience. Guys, I hope you found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me down in the comments where you're welcome. Please give me feedback. We're over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. I hope that you heard my intent in this video of saying that yes, homeschool is always a path for every learner everywhere if we're going down that path. But not everyone is for homeschool. If you can't pack your bag, to make the trip, if you can't source the tools you need to go down that path, maybe consider that this isn't the season, this isn't the time, these aren't the circumstances. If it is, whole hog, full support for you. But maybe if not, that's where a little bit of honesty with yourself comes in and a little bit of self-reflection. So again, absolutely no shame. There is nothing wrong with trying a thing and then changing course. And whether that is brick and mortar and now you're here as a new homeschooler and you're wondering where to start, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you've homeschooled for a million years and you're like, no, we're done, we're out, we're tapping out. As long as it's what's best for you, your home, your learner, please pursue joyfully and leave behind what isn't for you, pick up what is, and enjoy your family, your journey, your learner, their education, their learning, their growing. But most importantly, don't suffer a win.